Just being said, can't stop dragging me down. All in my heart.
So Josephine says, Phantom, stop dragging me down. This episode is about the song Down on the Down. This is Phantom Electric Ghost, and I'm an indie musician podcaster, and my band's called Phantom Electric Ghost, and Josephine Electric is the lead singer of the band. And we're going to talk about a couple of things today, how we use the Teenage Engineering OPZ and the Make Noise Morphagene to create this new expansive sound experiment. Now, Expansive Sound Experiments is our indie label that we've been using for the last 3-4 years to produce what we call, expansive sound, which is the use of hardware synths recorded directly into recorders without the use of a DAW, so that we capture the kind of live feel and experimental nature of music, going back to what, Moog had originally intended Moog to be played live. And because, instruments like the Moog are so hands-on and can be so variable in their sound creation, we've really doubled down on that idea. But we've included, digital synths and analog synths and Euroracks and samplers and drum machines and sequencers in our ability to create music, our tool set. We also use vocoders, several different types, starting with the vocoder and the JDXI from Roland, a VT3, and now we have the VT4. Josephine Electric is a creation of subtractive synthesis through these vocoders. And we found that, a couple of years ago, we wanted to, take our poetry and create lyrics and actually start creating our own vocals rather than looking for a vocalist to kind of express our original ideas as a singer-songwriter. So the vocoders allowed us to create, by accident, the character Josephine Electric, which we found when you take my kind of deep voice and you run it through a soprano mode on a vocoder, you get Josephine Electric. There's some other things we do to make her voice the way it is. And there's variations on her voice, and we've brought her sister in, who's Stephanie. And the name, Josephine's last name is Windhover. It comes from a concept that I did back when I was in college. I went to Bowdoin College, and I wrote a science fiction story called September, where I had two sisters who were ghosts, whose last names were Windhover, Stephanie Ann Windhover, and Josephine Windhover. And Josephine kind of goes by her stage name. It's Josephine Electric. The idea of Phantom Electric Ghost is it's a band that comprised of phantoms or ghosts. And, Phantom Electric Ghost is the keyboardist, producer, person who plays mostly all the instruments, where Josephine and Stephanie are the singers for the band. And sometimes Josephine will play guitar. But this is the overall concept. It's kind of similar to the Gorillaz, and the idea is kind of a band that's made up of characters. But in this case, the characters are all, kind of based off of me, like a split in my personality, the female part of me, the darker part of me. We kind of play with that gender role. But this song is called Down on the Down. And then there's another song called Sex Drop Spin. And what the deal is originally this song, the base of the song is an OPZ rhythm tracks that I created on the OPZ synth from Teenage Engineering. We direct recorded it into using an MX1 mixer into a Zoom R24. On top of that, the MX1 mixer was used with like the Big Crush and the roller and the digital delay. And we used like almost all the effects that you can use, the flanger, on the MX1 as we recorded it into the Zoom R24, which is a 24-track digital recorder that records like on WAV files at 28-bit recording. So it's just a really good system for what we're trying to do. We're trying to capture this stuff kind of in a live environment. And the MX1 allows us to manually affect the performance in real time. So what we also did is we went and we sampled using the Morphagene Eurorack sampler, which is a controlled voltage-based sampler. And so we took the signal from an actual recording. So we took a recording that we had done of the original song, which is called Sex Drop Spin, which is a lot more sparse, there's less going on. It's the initial OPZ track. So we took that song and we brought it into the Morphagene, and we used the time shifting and the different morphing and splicing of genes. And we took that Morphagene sample of Sex Drop Spin and Sin, which is out on SoundCloud. And we took that song and then we ran it through the MX1 mixer with all the effects that I just mentioned. And that created a very kind of dissonant, glitchy sample that we like to use, going back to the song from Dark Ghost called Love Has No Ceiling, Why Is My Heart on the Floor, which is our initial use of the Morphagene in our catalog, which is the lead track on Dark Ghost. If you go out to SoundCloud and you look at our LinkTree, you can find our Dark Ghost album and you'll hear that song, which is the first use of the Morphagene. I digress, but then what we did a vocal with the VT4 vocal transformer. We kind of shifted between the ability to do, you could do like a straight harmony now, which you can kind of double up the voice. We played with that. We also played with the megaphone feature of the VT4. So this song is a combination of the song Sex Drop Spin, a sample of Sex Drop Spin, and then Down on a Down is the final version of the song. If you included the original song in this episode. We've also released a bunch of singles on Bentley Records, and you can check out our LinkTree. LinkTree has our Spotify playlist for these songs. So if you go out there and you click on the LinkTree, you can get the latest songs that we've been putting out on Bentley Records, which is our publisher, distributor for a lot of our material. A lot of these songs are going on the project we call Violets, which is a Dark Ghost album that we haven't set the date for Violets yet. We're continually putting out songs and trying to figure out what the configuration of Violets is going to be. Based on the singles that have been put out so far, we're looking at the feedback and on the reaction to the singles, look based on our Spotify feed and our other feeds that we can show what the reaction is, and then we're going to kind of create the album based on, if the fans are responding to certain songs or not. We have an idea of what we wanted to do, but we're kind of trying to make the album represent what the fans would like as the best of like a Dark Ghost concept. And since we got signed to Bentley, the original Dark Ghost album, which we've kind of been pushing as singles on Spotify, which most of the songs on Dark Ghost are singles prior to joining Bentley. But we do have the full Dark Ghost album on SoundCloud, and you can listen to that. So also, if you're interested in what we do, we interview indie bands from around the world. We interview artists, actors, film directors. And so if you're interested in that, you can send us a voice memo through Anchor and let us know that you want to do that. You can also contact us through our Instagram, which is expansive_sound_experiments. Again, that's on Instagram, expansive_sound_experiments. And we can set up an interview. And then if you really like what we're doing, become a sponsor or supporter at different levels. Supporters can sponsor us at $1, $4.99 and $9.99 a month. If you choose to do so, you're going to be helping a indie artist that we go and we interview artists from around the world for free. But if you could support us, that'd be great. If you listen to our podcast all the way through, we do have sponsored segments that you support by doing that. Let people know about us. We'd appreciate that. So thank you very much, and enjoy all the support that we have. We have over 17,000 listens since 2018, so we're doing something right. And keep on doing your music or your art, because art is something that just helps you, be a human being and just, express yourself in the best way possible. So thank you, and keep positive and keep on pushing your art. Thank you.
me down in sound. Got me down on the ground. Gotta be enveloped in that expanse of sound. Heard you serve it up on that platter. I heard you serve two masters. I heard one's a real bastard. The other one's down at the bar getting plastered. I heard you serve two masters. I heard one's a real bastard. I heard the other one shattered. With the darling at the bar, dear. It's a cauldron of fear, and nothing's quite clear. So be with the darling, dear, and you won't be coming home with her. I serve two masters. One's a real bastard. One's on the bar getting blasted. This darling's such a disaster. This darling's such a disaster. I heard she lets you go wherever she wants, dear. I'll never let you go wherever she wants, and that's fear. I heard you serve two masters. You serve it up on a platter. And the one's a real bastard. The one down got all in plastered. With my darling who's a disaster. Well, she's such a whirlwind. She goes to Kansas and she sticks it in. Oh, you know that the zephyr wind doesn't know where he or she begins or ends. Serve it up on a platter. I'd serve two masters. I heard one's always shattered, and the other one's a real bastard. Now we're going around with that wind. Oh, they're fooling around, she's not a friend. And you don't know where he or she begins, but you know where your life's gonna end. I serve two masters, and it's all about being plastered. It's all about disaster. Oh, as if it really mattered. Or serve it up on a platter. All your illusions are shattered. And your darling's real disaster. He's always going around with that bastard. I heard you serve two masters. I heard it really doesn't matter. I heard your darling's a disaster. Actually serving it up to that bastard. I heard you're two masters. I heard you're a real disaster. I heard it really doesn't matter. You're always at the bar getting plastered. I just serve it up on a platter. Heard that corporate road disaster. I heard your darling's so shattered. She's hanging out with that bank bastard. Heard you serve two masters. I heard he's just a rank bastard. And your darling's a disaster. Cause she's always at the bar getting plastered. know the truth, it don't matter. We hanging out with that rank bastard. All your illusions are shattered. As if it really mattered. That downtown getting blasted. I'm with that rank bastard. And when you serve it up on a platter, all your illusions are shattered. As if it really even mattered. Hanging out with that rank bastard. Your darling dear is a disaster. It gives it to that one, and then you get all undone. It gives it to that one, and then you get all undone. Well, it gives it to that one, and you become undone. Well, it gives it to that one, and you became